Under the leadership of Pierre Poilievre, the Conservatives snagged a whopping 41.4% of the vote, more than any party has managed since 1988. That level of support was what helped Brian Mulroney stroll into a majority government. But let's be real. Mulroney was facing off against a left that couldn't agree on anything, making his win a tad easier. It's like going to a pie-eating contest where your opponents are too busy arguing about what flavor is best. Before we dive headfirst into the chaos, let me just say, if you could hit that subscribe button, it would be like giving us a high five from across the internet. And if this video tickled your funny bone, give that like button a good old whack. We're on a heroic quest to reach that magical 4,000-hour milestone, because who wouldn't want to monetize our delightful little hobby of entertaining you? Okay, now let's get started. In this election, the real showstopper was Jagmeet Singh tossing the NDP into the trash, leaving the party with a measly 6.3% of the votes and a pathetic 7 seats. It's like he waved the white flag a long time ago and became a part-time cheerleader for the Liberals instead. Now the big question is, what kind of sweet rewards will he snag for playing nice with the other side? It'll be fascinating to watch as the political drama unfolds. The Green Party took a bold step by axing nearly 100 of their candidates just to avoid splitting the votes on the left. It's like they're saying, hey, let's not confuse folks, let's keep it simple. But here's the kicker. Left-leaning Canadians shouldn't feel like they have to pick between the NDP and the Greens. Brace yourselves, folks. Soon you'll discover just how wild Mark Carney really is when it comes to everything from going green to dealing with foreign affairs. Get ready for some eye-opening opinions. He could have dropped the anti-American talk after the election was done, but he decided not to. Why? Because he's all in on cozying up to China, just like he did with Brookfield Asset Management. I've called Carney Trudeau 2.0, only this version is sharper and puts in the extra effort. It's like watching someone bet on a horse they know is going to lose just so they can say they're playing the game. What a strange game it is, aiming to get close to a country that's not exactly known for its warm hugs. It's a fact, Carney's circle looks a lot like Trudeau's, complete with the notorious puppet master Gerald Butts, who has seen better days. But here's the kicker. While Trudeau was just a flashy figurehead reciting tired old lines, Carney and his radical wife are true believers, pushing their wild ideas with a fierce passion. They're not just playing politics, they're on a mission, and that's a game changer for everyone involved. If you want to wrap your head around Carney, consider this. The firm he led, Brookfield Asset Management, is sitting on a monstrous $1 trillion. Think of it as the Canadian version of BlackRock, just as powerful and just as stubborn in its beliefs. Seriously, has any Canadian media, apart from independent news, bothered to mention how Carney faced tough questions from Congress last year, being accused of shaking down coal companies? I'm willing to bet that Poilievre is going to come out on top in the next election. The Trump challenge will sort itself out eventually. Carney's overly sensitive and bossy attitude is already surfacing. He's about to learn that leading a group of politicians is a far cry from calling the shots like a corporate bigwig. I'll give Trudeau some credit. He had a way of being likable, even if his wife could sometimes be a bit cringeworthy. But honestly, who needs perfection? At least he wasn't dull like a soggy sandwich. Carney is as emotionally clueless as they come, while his wife channels Lady Macbeth's ambition. But let's get real. The problems that made people dislike Trudeau, skyrocketing housing prices, endless immigration, sky-high taxes, and that pesky woke culture won't magically vanish. Folks will quickly notice that Carney's team is basically a rerun of Trudeau's cast. It's like watching the same old movie but with slightly different actors. The plot's still boring, and the ending won't change. The Liberals are still stuck in their old ways. Meanwhile, Poilievre is shaking things up by turning the Conservatives into the blue-collar champions we've all been waiting for. As more folks start to figure out who Carney really is and who he's really listening to, watch out, this shift is only going to pick up speed. It's like a reality check, and it's about time we peel back the layers and see what's really going on. Carney is still clinging to his dream of net zero and, well, other weird ideas from the World Economic Forum. You know, the place where some of the most out-of-touch elites gather to discuss their fantasies. The mainstream media is trying hard to keep you in the dark about the WEF and Carney's behind-the-scenes actions there as a board member. Picture this. You're a 25-year-old struggling to scrape together enough cash to buy a house, and then you have to watch Carney strut around like a relic from a bygone era, while his wife shows off dance moves straight out of a Seinfeld TV sitcom. It's a bizarre mix of privilege and cluelessness that makes you wonder what planet they're living on. The WEF is kind of like Bohemian Grove, but it's tailor-made for Europeans and folks on the left. There's a totally different vibe for regular people. Get ready for Carney to shower cash on the CBC, our beloved state broadcaster. It's like a thank you gift for their loyal service these past few months, and a sneaky way to kick off his campaign for the next election, which might be right around the corner. And hey, don't let it shock you if Carney decides to dust off Trudeau's C-63 Online Harms Act censorship bill. It'll be like putting a no swimming sign in a pool full of people just trying to enjoy a splash. You've already witnessed how they handle independent journalists. They expect citizen journalists to stay in their lane, but guess what? Independent news made some serious noise during this election, racking up millions of views and impressions while the campaign was in full swing. In York Center, they took matters into their own hands and helped boot out the pro-Hamas MP Yair Sachs. That was the silver lining on a pretty dark night. It's clear they want to silence us, but we're here to shout back louder than ever. This year is shaping up to be a wild ride. We've got loads of juicy stories that the mainstream media won't touch, but don't worry, we've got your back. Our unique brand of activism is more important than ever, especially when it comes to fighting for our rights. After all, someone has to stand up for civil liberties, right? Buckle up because we're ready to stir the pot and shine a light on what really matters. So there you have it, folks. The elections are done, and it's clear we're in for a bumpy ride. With all the characters in play, from Carney and his fancy ideas to Poilievre shaking things up for the blue-collar crowd, we've got a political drama that keeps unfolding. It's like a reality show, but with way more drama and a touch more chaos. Now we want to hear from you. How do you feel about the way the elections went? Do you trust the results, or are you feeling skeptical? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this wild ride of a post, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Let's keep the conversation going.